The workout of the day for April 2nd, which is tomorrow, a Thursday. As many rounds as possible in 20 minutes of 100-meter single arm farmer carry, 10 burpees, go back out on that 100-meter single arm farmer carry, return for 15 push-ups. Right? Taking a look at what happened this past week, we had a workout that lasted just a couple of, under 10 minutes. We had a 15-minute AMRAP, and then we had 4 individual rounds, each lasting less than 2 minutes. So while we had 2 AMRAPs a couple days back to back, this one's definitely longer. It's not as all out push as it was on Tuesday. This one is going to be a sustained burner that's going to go for 20 minutes. There's our schedule. All right. On Zoom every morning, or many mornings, we can hear all of the birds in the background, right? When you get the WOD preview, you get the sounds of the washer and the dryer, as well as the dishwasher. That'll kick in soon. So the workout today, essentially you're going to pick up an object, hopefully a heavy one, and you're going to hold it in one hand, and you're going to walk. So notice that when I'm walking, I'm not straining, I'm not leaning over to the side. I'm trying to keep my hips level and my shoulders level, and I'm trying to walk. In order to do that, the belly needs to stay nice and tight and strong. So you're walking as if you have 2 things in your hands, but you're counterbalancing, right, with the muscles of your belly, your lower back, your glutes. Everything is stabilizing to keep that straight, right? So because of that, you need a heavy weight today, but it needs to be only as heavy as you are able to maintain that tension. If gradually over time you start moving down like that, you need to decrease the weight, or you should have started with a weight that's lighter than that. You can expect to get through quite a few rounds of this. I'm not even going to take a guess at how many rounds we're going to get. This one's an open-ended, let's see how far you can go. On this 100-meter single farmer carry to start, you can choose to go all the way with your right hand, 50 meters out, 50 meters back, or you can switch as needed. I'd like you to try and find a method to figure out when you need to change, because mentally, if you just let it happen, leave it to chance, then you're probably going to be changing too much. You'll actually probably start putting the kettlebell or the dumbbell down too many times. But I might do a right hand out, a left hand back, get the burpees in, left hand out, a right hand back, and get the push-ups in. Something like that. You've got quite a bit of time to try and figure out a pattern to that, okay? A couple of different ways to pick up the object, right? You can deadlift it through the middle and then move right to the side and then go. I'm going this way because that's the front door. Or you can pick it up on one side. I think after you start to get tired, you're probably not going to want to pick it up here. I'd say bring it up to the middle, move it over to the side. The grip that you use, you're going to try and just mix it up, right? You might do a complete grip. You might move into a monkey grip. You might prefer to hold it at the front or the back just to try and get a little bit of balance. And notice you're going to be competing with your leg for space there, and you don't want to bump it too much. Right? You can use a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell. Right? I have a kettlebell here that's 44 pounds. I've got a dumbbell here that's 40. I think each of those is slightly too light. That's a 25-pound dumbbell. So what I did here is I hooked up a 40-pound dumbbell to a 25-pound kettlebell, right? And that'll be pretty interesting. I'll clearly have to take a little more care when I put that back down. But rig something together, right? Don't let yourself off easy if you think, I have this 8-gallon milk jug. People are lifting milk jugs all over the place these days, laundry detergent jugs. It's not heavy enough for this, right? You can be creative. You can stuff a bunch of stuff in a pillowcase, right? A couple of weights, and you can grasp it, right? Be creative with this. You could do a single barbell, right? A lot of different things that you can lift. This is a farmer carry, and if you have something that's nice and even, it doesn't actually lend itself to working on a farm. But be realistic about it and understand that you're going to be doing this for 20 seconds, and much of the time is going to be in that carry. All right, just a few words on the burpee and the push-up. Oh, that's interesting. A burpee has a push-up in it. Well, the push-up needs to be super strict, right? And the number 15/10 just is put there because I want you to do, in the first round, all of them in a row, right? So if you can do 15, do 15 and stick with that throughout. If you can only get in, like you can squeak out 10, then do 10 on the first round, and then stick with 10, breaking it up, right? A couple of ways to break it up. You can just get on your knees and hang out. You can come up into that down dog position, and then get a couple more. If you know that 2 rounds into it, you're going to be doing singles, like sets of 1, then scale it to something else, right? You can get in, push up against the box on the Dynamax there, right? It's preferable to be able to move through these without much of a break. In fact, the idea is to come right back from the carry. I know you're not going to get all of this, but get your burpees, get right back on the carry. The majority of the time should be spent with a heavy object in your hand. While this is not a traditional heavy day, it is an untraditional heavy day. So let's treat it like that. All right, let's see how many rounds we can get. 9 a.m., look for the link in your inbox and read what's down below with respect to intended stimulus, the general warm-up, the not so much skill today. We'll probably talk about skill work in the push-up, and then give you some workout notes and give you some right here, and then some fitting.